We do begin tonight with the federal judge blocking President Trump's executive order that would end birthright citizenship, at least for now. President Trump responding tonight. Also, the president making news this evening after his decision on the files involving the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, RFK, and Martin Luther King. First, the executive order blocked tonight. The judge today calling the president's order trying to end birthright citizenship, quote, blatantly unconstitutional. The Justice Department responding tonight saying it will vigorously defend the president's order. Tonight, the president's defense secretary, his nominee, Pete Hegseth, one step closer to confirmation now, even as two Republican senators, Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins, now say they will vote no. And President Trump taking that action today to declassify the files related to three assassinations: President John F. Kennedy, his brother, Senator Robert Kennedy, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So what this now means, ABC's chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce leading us off.
This next order relates to the definition of birthright citizenship.
Tonight, a federal judge temporarily blocking President Donald Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship, calling it blatantly unconstitutional. Trump signing the order just hours after he was sworn in.
Birthright. That's a big one.
Birthright citizenship is protected by the 14th Amendment. Now 22 states and 2 cities filing suit to block Trump's order from going into effect. Today, Seattle Judge John Kuhnauer saying it boggles my mind that any lawyer would consider the order constitutional.
Obviously, we'll appeal it. They put it before a certain judge in Seattle, I guess, right? And there's no surprises with that judge.
That judge appointed by President Ronald Reagan. While over at the Capitol, stinging words from 2 Republican senators for Trump's controversial Pentagon pick, former Fox News host and veteran Pete Hegseth. Lisa Murkowski of Alaska and Susan Collins of Maine announcing they will vote against his confirmation, citing concerns about his management experience and the message he sends to women. Murkowski writing, I believe that character is the defining trait required of the Secretary of Defense and must be prioritized without compromise, pointing to the allegations against Hegseth of excessive drinking and sexual misconduct. Tonight, sources tell ABC News Hegseth told another senator, Democrat Elizabeth Warren, that he paid the woman who accused him of sexual assault in 2017 a $50,000 settlement. He has denied the assault allegations, claiming it was consensual. Tonight, Senator Murkowski saying while the allegations of sexual assault and excessive drinking do nothing to quiet my concerns, the past behaviors Mr. Hegseth has admitted to, including infidelity on multiple occasions, demonstrate a lack of judgment that is unbecoming of someone who would lead our armed forces. Senator Collins citing another matter, Hegseth's statement last year that women should not serve in combat roles.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles.
But at his confirmation hearing, he said this.
Yes, women will have access to ground combat roles, given the standards remain high.
Collins tonight saying, I am not convinced that his position on women serving in combat roles has changed. Despite the pushback, Hegseth is still expected to be confirmed when the Senate votes tomorrow.
Are you worried about his confirmation and your reaction?
No, and no surprises there. It's too bad. It's the way it is. Too bad.
The president tonight also signing an executive order to declassify the files related to 3 assassinations that gripped the nation. The murder of President John F. Kennedy in Dallas, the fatal shooting of his brother, Senator Robert Kennedy, in Los Angeles just a few years later, and the killing of Dr. Martin Luther King at the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis. Trump declaring their families and the American people deserve transparency and truth. Robert Kennedy Jr., Trump's nominee for Secretary of Health and Human Services, has long called for the release of the government files into his father and his uncle's assassinations.
And everything will be revealed. Okay? Give that to RFK Jr.
Yes, sir.
The Director of National Intelligence will now have a few weeks to prepare a plan for the release of the records. The president today also speaking before the World Economic Forum in Davos. Trump saying he will demand that the Federal Reserve lower interest rates, raising questions about just how independent he wants them to be. He's also calling on Saudi Arabia to lower the cost of oil. Of course, the Saudi Crown Prince, the first foreign leader he spoke with back in office, and the Dow today responding, jumping 400 points. David.
It was a good day on the Dow. Mary, thank you.